Hey, welcome back, my fellow investors. This is me, ET. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a self-taught investor who's always looking for a way to increase one's net worth. Now, the experiment, my crypto experiment, is finally over. Remember, I started this experiment on the 29th of April, and it ended on the 31st of July. And what I want to do within this video, first of all, I want to pose 4 questions, and then I'm going to answer them, not right away. And also, I want to take a look and explain to you what I learned from my time working with Humbl Finance ETX products. So let's get to the questions. 4 questions I want to pose to you guys at the end of this experiment. And it's really for me, and I'm going to answer them. Number 1, do I continue investing in the crypto space? Do I find that it's worth it? Question number 2, do I continue using Humbl's Finance ETX product? We'll see. Question number 3, would I recommend Humbl's Finance ETX products to a family member? Or to anyone? And question number 4, what is my way forward when it comes to Humbl's financial ETX products and the crypto space? So before I answer those questions, let me explain what I learned during my 3-month experiment when it comes to Humbl Financial ETX.
Come on now.
That's right. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe buttons, followed by that notification button. That'll help out the channel. Thanks.
All right, let's take a look back at the July 30th results at the end of the experiment. As you can see from this chart here, I'm in block 3, block 5. In block 3, I closed out the experiment down 24%. And in block 5, I closed it out at, might as well round it up to 20%. Now, here is the next one is going to be a week by week breakdown of the performance. Here you can see my initial $1,000 investment is that heavy black line. The first 3 weeks I was above that, profitable. After that, it went down. Closed out overall, that $1,000 at the end of the experiment was valued at $784.54. I was down 22%. However, as you can see, within the last couple of weeks, you start to see an upturn so far as in the performance. And that has to do 100% with the uptrend or the correction, the uptrend that we're seeing right now when it comes to the overall crypto sector. This here, as of the 6th of August, just so that you can see that the overall crypto sector is definitely improving. You can see the value of my block 3 and block 5. Block 3, I'm down 14%. Block 5, I am down 9%. That is a 10% improvement over when the experiment ended on the 30th of July. Total value, the current value is $887.61. I am down only 11%. Let's take a look at the website now. All right, when we go to Humbl Pay, to take a look at the financials ETX, what we want to do is we want to go here. I don't want to sign in, so I'm just going to go to buy and sell so that we can look at each of the products that they have here. Within the Humbl Financial ETX, there is a total of 3 different products. You have your index products, thematic products, and then you have your active product. Within those individual products, you're going to have 3 blocks within each product. So in the index product, we have 3. We have block 3, block 5, block 10. I'm in block 3 and block 5, as you guys already know. And one of the things you have to be aware of when you're looking at Humbl Financial ETX is setting up an account. you're going to have to set up an account on one of the trading platforms. They use a total of 3 within Humbl, and those 3, hit on research here, you can see there's Bittrex, there's Binance US, and there's Coinbase Pro. Now, when I set up my account, I tried to do everything under Bittrex. Bittrex was too complicated. I went in, filled out all the paperwork, then I had to do a facial validation. I scanned in my passport, and then I had to take a picture using my camera here on my laptop, and they had to match that up. After several attempts, I could not get them to validate my picture from my camera to my passport. So I just got frustrated and stopped. And then I tried Coinbase Pro. Coinbase Pro didn't have that, and it was much easier to establish an account with Coinbase Pro. So I went with Coinbase Pro. Now, when you look at each one of the products here and each one of the blocks, you're going to notice here it's going to show the performance, 3, 6, and 12-month performance for each of the blocks within each of the products. I want you guys to keep this in mind. This here represents the performance of Bittrex, not the other 2, not Coinbase, not Binance. All of these are the performance on the Bittrex platform. What you're going to find out on the trading platform, not all of those trading platforms will have the various types of cryptocurrencies and applications and so forth available. Some are going to be located in Bittrex that's not in the others. For example, Digibyte, which is closely associated with Humbl, is in Bittrex, but you can't buy it on Binance or Coinbase Pro. So keep that in mind. These figures here are a reflection of the return on investment for Bittrex. All of these are showing. That's what it's showing. All right. So within block 3, let's take a look here at block 3. Let me just point this out right off the bat. The block 3, 5, and 10, what the numbers represents, it is a number of assets that they're investing in that particular block. Block 3, 3 assets. Block 5, 5, and block 10, 10. So let's take a look now at block 3. Since I have Coinbase Pro, I'm just going to open up Coinbase Pro. And one of the things you're going to see here, it basically gives you an overall review. Block 3 gives investors basic exposure to select major blockchains. Select major blockchains. All right, keep that in mind. Here you can go over, and each one of these charts you can hit the 3, 6, and 12. Take a look at the 3, 6, and 12 month performance. Here is the portfolio composition. It tells you exactly what percentage of what assets that they invested in. Bitcoin is 50%, Ethereum 25%, Litecoin 25%. This here tells you the methodology that they're using, and with the index products, they all will go through a period of rebalancing where once they get out of whack within this composition here, they'll put it back. So let's go back here. Let's take a quick review real quick of block 5. Block 5 is just set up the same way. That the only problem is now, the only difference, should I say, is that they're using 5 assets versus 3. Here's block 5. Composition is this, and everything else is pretty much the same so far as they're going to go through a period of rebalancing and so forth. And block 10. Let's take a look at block 10. And here is the portfolio composition for block 10. All right, let's take a look now at the next section, which is the thematic products. This one here is going to be set up a little bit different. One of the things you're going to find out about this one here, if you click on the research, you can find out which of the trading platforms this particular block is set up with. This one here is Bittrex only. Bittrex, Coinbase Pro, and all three. All right. So if you're a Coinbase Pro, if I wanted to, I could not participate in the block government. I would actually have to go ahead and open up a Bittrex account in order to participate here. But just so that you can see, this one here is set up. The block government, the blockchains being, they're using blockchains that are being tested for use in things such as universal ID, voter verification, contact tracing, etc. by the government and other public sector agencies. So you can see this kind of gives you an idea of the direction that blockchain is going into, so far as validating, authenticating key documents. And these are the companies that are doing that. And if the block platform, let's take a look and see how this one is set up. This one is set up. They're primarily using blockchain based applications. Here is the portfolio composition. Let's look at the next one. Global enterprise. A mixed basket of Fortune 500 blockchains that are being used in automotive, retail, supply chains, and testing on a global platforms. And the companies that they're using for that are here. So if nothing else, this kind of gives you an idea. If you don't want to participate in ETX, but you really want to participate in that overall blockchain sector, you know, Ethereum, Cardano, those two there are being used on the private sector as well as the government sector so far as a lot of different things. Supply chain technology, you're talking about for document validation when it comes to voter validation and things of that nature there. So keep that in mind as well. So you can learn a lot just by seeing what's in each one of these ETXs, should I say. Now let's take a look at the active. Now, the active here, as you can see, let's take a look here. All of the actives, if I'm not mistaken, are set up on Bittrex. That's it. If you want to participate in the actives, you got to establish a Bittrex trading account. The key thing with the active products that I really like, the active products are set up on, it is set up exactly like the indexes. In other words, you have, this is using block 3, block 5, block 3 from the index products. However, the difference is, remember in the index product, what they're doing is they have the composition and they rebalance. Here, they definitely are using those compositions within each one of those blocks. However, what they're doing here is they're using AI technology. In other words, they have an AI trading bots that really times the market so far as when to buy, when to sell, based upon the indicators. This is a form of risk management by using the AI system that they have, or the AI technology that they have. The market timing that they're using under block oscillator is the oscillators. All right. Figuring out, okay, when something is overbought, when something is oversold, and quite naturally, you know, they're going to buy when something is oversold, and they're going to sell when something is overbought. The other, let's take a look. Other one here is block MACD and VI. They're using the MACD, which is the moving average convergence divergence, and it's kind of a momentum indicator that they're using here, was to when to buy and when to sell. And within the third block, the third one, RSI momentum. The RSI is relative strength indicators that you'll find on a lot of the various types of technical charts. And that's what they're using to determine when to buy, when to sell. And once again, each one of these is set up, block 3, 5, and 10. These are the technical timing instruments that they're using. RSI for this one, MAC 10 for the other one, and the oscillators for that one there. And they're using that in conjunction with their artificial intelligence trading bots to determine automatically when to buy, when to sell. That is a huge advantage, especially in a 24/7 market. Now, when you take a look at the actual performance, if you notice, the performance under the active products is really outperforming the thematic as well as the index products there. And the major reason why is because of the AI technology that they're using there. So that is a huge plus. So let's answer these questions and see where we're at. All right, question number 1. Do I continue investing in the crypto space? That's a no-brainer. Crypto and blockchain technology is not going anywhere. It is the future. So yes, I am definitely will continue to invest. Question number 2. Do I continue using the Humbl's ETX? You know what? A couple of weeks ago, I was kind of on the fence and I didn't think that I was, but overall, yes, I will, because bottom line, the performance in any type of ETX, anything associated with blockchain or crypto, is going to go by the way of the whole sector. It's going to be a reflection of the whole sector. The whole sector for the last 3 months was in a corrective phase. So as a result, all those products reflected the same, negative results, negative loss. But as you start to see it improve, I start to see the improvement indicated on the block 3, block 5 that I have, but also with my other accounts that I have crypto assets in. So yes, I'm going to continue on. It's just that I may move some things around once I become profitable in the block 3 and block 5. Would I recommend Humbl's ETX to someone? Most definitely. It's no different than investing in an individual stock. If somebody doesn't know what to do with when it comes to investing in stocks, you tell them to do what? You tell them to go to a mutual fund, ETX, or a ETF, or an index fund. In this particular case, that's what I would tell someone. All right. If you don't know what to invest in an index, ETX, whether it's the Humbl. We got 3 different products there: the index, the thematic, and the active products there. So I would definitely send them that way. Now, the index, as we've seen, those where you're going to have your top digital assets. The thematic is going to be almost like on that research and development testing side of the house when it comes to the government trying to figure out how to utilize blockchain for different purposes, as well as within the private sector. So if you're looking more on that end, that's where you need to go. Now, me personally, I'm going to gravitate to the active products. And all that is the index products, but they're using the AI technology, those trading bots, to determine when to buy and when to sell. All right. And fourth, what is my way forward? Well, I pretty much just told you. Once I become profitable with block 3, block 5, I'm going to seriously look into moving that to the active products that they have. I would definitely want to utilize the trading bots to determine when to buy, when to sell, especially since the crypto market is a 24/7 market. As you also seen, the active products had a much better performance, return on investment, than the other products. Evidently, there was a glitch because a couple of weeks ago, it wasn't showing that. They were actually showing that the active products were the worst performers out of the other two products. But evidently, I know that they were, going through a lot of trying to upgrade and make the system better. Based upon the results that I see right now, active is definitely the way to go. So that is my way forward. Also, since I know now that crypto is going to be a staple when it comes to my investment portfolio, I will report on the performance of my crypto portion of my portfolio on a monthly basis now. So in September, I will report on how all of those did in the month of August. So that means how the Humbl Finance ETX is doing, how my crypto assets in Webull, Robinhood, and also Coinbase. We'll compare the performance, and we'll continue to do that month in and month out. So with all that being said, guys, I will see you in the month of September talking about August. You guys take care. Bye-bye.